Hi, this is Harish here. Welcome to db2 tips and tricks video tutorial part 129. In this video tutorial, I'm going to talk about how the new utilities like the db2fmtlog and db2logscan utility, they are still not yet revealing the load copy image file name and the location. So these utilities are like the latest utilities. You should be able to find this out in db2 version 11.1 modpack 3 fixpack 3. The db2fmtlog command is available in that, and the logscan utility is available as a separate download in the HADR wiki website. And even though these new utilities are there, they do a lot of formatting. They analyze the transaction log records and do a lot of formatting and give some relevant information. So obviously these utilities have not been built with the use case that I am giving you, okay, in this scenario. So but then I thought, since it is formatting some log records and doing something on the transaction log files, which is a not so readable format, and it is presenting it in a readable format by analyzing those log records, so I thought it can reveal certain information. I was expecting that I'll get some information, but it is not. The scripts that I'm using are available for freely download at db2 academy at .blogspot.in. You can reach me at db2academy@gmail.com. Please subscribe to my channel youtube.com/db2 academy. This slide talks about the problem scenario and the solution. The problem scenario is we have a backup image with about 150 log files to roll forward, and assuming there is no source database, so obviously there will be no access to the history file, because if there is access to history file, I'll be able to find out, like, after the backup image has taken, what are all the load activities or rearg activities that has happened. So I can figure that out from the history file. But then if those things are not available, how to figure out the load copy image file names and the location before even doing the restore or roll forward. And also sometimes there might be some missing load copy images, so I can find that all that information before initiating a restore, because we are talking about maybe like a 1 terabyte database we have to restore, and then we have to roll forward, and at the last step we go and find out, okay, I miss a load copy image. It doesn't look good. So it's always the best practice to take, whenever you take a backup, after you have taken a backup, whatever load things that you're doing in a recoverable database, always keep in mind that the backup and load copy images go together. So if there is any load copy images that are getting generated after the backup image, take all those load copy images, keep it in a safe place for your recovery. So that's the best practice, which I totally get it. But to err is human. Sometimes there might be, like, 10 load activities that happened and one image got misplaced somewhere. I mean, it happens, okay? Unknowingly you delete it, like something happens, okay? So there is a brute force method. I can use the strings command or the strings utility, which is a text search utility it can do the text search on a non-readable format file, just like your transaction logs, and it will display whatever maximum possible printable characters, and you will find out certain things which are really helpful. And that is how I figure this load copy image file name and location using that utility. But it's not 100% reliable though. We cannot guarantee that. This is like a brute force thing, and with the log file format also is changing, right, from one release to other release. So I don't know, so they might not reveal certain information. So you might not, there is no 100% guarantee that the strings utility is going to work for every single case, okay? But there is in 11.1.3.3 modpack 3 fixpack 3, the db2fmtlog command is there, which formats the log records, reads directly from the transaction log files and formats it and presents to you a lot of useful information. But then it still does not reveal the required information for this use case. Obviously the utility was not built to address my scenario. The utility was built to address some other issues and some other things in mind. So it doesn't still address this. But what I find was the format log record is also having the option of encryption. Like if you have an encrypted database, the transaction logs are encrypted and you have to pass the encryption keys to the format log command. So there is really that security and safety. So you will not be disclosing any sensitive data or information, because you still have the encryption keys protecting you from that, causing that harm. even if somebody has access to these transaction log files, the encryption comes into play. So you can choose to reveal certain information if you're using the format log record along with the encryption option, but still they didn't do it. I don't know, I have not tried it. So I mean, whatever the things I tried, it still didn't work. And there is a db2logscan utility, but that is a completely different utility. That is for some HADR purposes and other things, to figure out how fast the flush pages are happening, like to how basically how the log buffering and log flushes are performing. So it's completely different. The intention of the utility of logscan is completely different, but I thought, okay, why not, because it is analyzing the log files and it is doing something, so whether it will help me in getting this information. But both the utilities, they chose not to reveal that information. Okay, so as usual, so without any further delay, I'll show you the examples of the scenario. So here I have an elementary database, elementary OS. This is like a Linux machine based on Ubuntu. So here I have the log files. The good thing is you don't need to stop instance. All you need is these log files, because you just directly query the information from the log files. So first I'll show you the strings utility, how it works. So this is the thing. So strings -d star.log, pipe it to some grep option. So I'm giving the database name itself. Okay, so you can see that it shows me two load copy images, lodi.4.db2inst1 part 00. So two images are there. Okay, and you can even say like load, because you are loading, right? It can give you more additional information. See, this is the one. So this is the user table space ID. So 0002 is the table space ID, and the table object ID is 0006. So two load activities have happened on the same table in the same table space. You can see that, and it is giving you, okay, it's not actually two, it's only one, but there is only one load copy image, right? Yeah. Okay. I think you need to check, because it's a very big output that we are seeing here. See, so many things are there, so we might miss it. So but you get the idea, right? So this is the path, right? So home db2inst1 lodi.4, or you can just look for lodi.4. Okay, that should give you some information. So there are two load copy images, so let's go check whether those images are there. And it is there, 11459 and 1208. Let's check that up. 1208 11459, two load copy. And see, that's what I told you, it's not still 100% reliable, because it doesn't show me this one. I don't know why. 11450, I think that is also a load copy image. And there is also this guy, okay, 1250. It's, so there are like four load, 1 2 3 4 load copy, right? So but it is showing me only two load copy images. That's what I told you. So it's still not reliable, but to some extent it is helpful, I would say that much only, right? So, and there is this another command, fmtlog. I'll show you that also. So you can look for fmtlog. Okay, here, replay window. So you can see that here 1 2 3 4, yeah, 4 load activities have occurred, right? But then they did not choose to reveal any further information about that. And so that's what I told, it's still not extremely helpful. And the other thing is the log db2logscan utility, right? So see, I tried this utility, and see, this is the option that I was talking about: info level, record level information, page level information. So it analyzes the log files and gives all these information, transaction level information. And I did all these things, but it's still it's not revealing any of those file names, like the load copy image names or the file names. And why it did not do that, I don't know. So let me just remove this -d switch and check that. Okay, it still reveals only two things. See, it's not showing me 4 load copy images, but it's only showing 2. That's what I told, the strings utility is not like 100% reliable way of figuring out things, but at least to some extent we can do that, right? Yeah. So that's the thing, but it's still not 100% correct. Okay. So that's the tip that I wanted to provide you. So if they, I mean, it's actually a request, so if they can reveal this information, because the fmtlog command works on an encrypted log file and there are encryption keys that are there if you want to do that, and if you want to analyze the log file, so you are not intentionally or unintentionally revealing sensitive business data, because the encryption keys are there to protect you. So at least in encrypted database they can choose to provide some additional information like this inside the log records, which will help in this scenario. Like, this is not a showstopper scenario, but then it's a good to have feature. Hope this information was useful to you. See you in the next video tutorial. Until then, bye bye. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/db2logscan. See you in the next video tutorial. Until then, bye bye.